Hello. Hey, it's Last Chase here. I don't know why I felt like doing this, but I decided to do this. So we're playing Powerwash Simulator because I couldn't think of anything else I really wanted to play for some reason, so here we are. I decided to completely start over, so that's a thing. Don't ask why I felt like doing this thing the way I did. I mean, whenever I was playing it was pre-release. Now it's fully release. I know there's a story and all that. So I was like, well, why not? Let's go back to it. It's not like I'm able to stream a ton, like, the next little bit anyways. And I wasn't really feeling up to much today. I don't know. It was weird. Weird day today. But yeah, no, this is kind of just chill, relax. We have some nice relaxing times. We're just gonna start completely over. This game is oddly relaxing. I do not know why. I'm okay with this. It is what it is. I know there's a free aim mode. I know the game's like, oh yeah, let's do that. I know I can do that, but just use the mouse wheel. Oh, yeah. I can change my stance. That'll be useful for later. Yeah, I think I have a decent enough idea where all the dirt is for now. We're getting the big things right now. Oh, C is aim mode. Okay. I knew they added this. This was nice. You know, so it's less, like, nausea-inducing at times. Especially whenever you're watching it, so just, you're like, yeah, with my mouse, yeah. I kind of like it centered like that for the first round of stuff, like the initial wash and cleaning and things like that. At least that's how I am. But yeah, no, today was a lazy day for me. I don't know why. I did go to a bank yesterday. That was fun. I did play Apex too, but I'm not like playing Apex again. I need to get back to my games I was wanting to play. I don't know if I just want to start, like, Persona 4 over at this point. Uh, there's removal vans outside my neighbor's place. Oh, hold up. Can I see what that was? I have no clue. But they were like, oh yeah, they finally left, and we need someone to, like, do things. I'm like, yeah, I'll get there whenever I finally get to the point where all that is a good thing for me to attempt. Alright, almost got the initial wash down. It's something I always do. I go with that business standard. Do you need me to think some up? Phenomenal. I thought of grabbing Thomas for that tiller, and she never looked back. Yeah, this is just the tutorial where it's like, ooh, you gotta use the different nozzles and all that. This game is oddly therapeutic. Why is this so therapeutic? You can see some dirt here. Apex knowledge. Yep. Oh, just gives it to me. Okay. Alright, there. Nice little crevices. You gotta get real into those. I don't know why. I've been dropping a lot of games lately for myself. I don't know why. I don't really have any reason to. Just want to play a relaxing game. And I still need to just take some time to work on raft stuff. I want to just build the raft up before I go stream it again. I'll probably record like a time skip or something for it. But it's one of those where it's like, I'm not in any massive rush to do it. That's one of those games where I feel like that is one of those games that is 100% better with, someone else helping. Okay, I think I can get back up. Yeah, I can hold right click if I wanted to make it a little bit easier. Clean the window, little hubcap. Where are all there. Oh, one of the tires is still bad. Uh, I think it's the rear passenger. Yeah, I see it. There we go. Alright, let's get this last little bit. This one's not so bad. This one's real simple to do. You know, in reality, you should work from the top to bottom, but I didn't do that. It's because, you know, dirt and grind kind of goes, you know, with gravity. Ah, well. That was so satisfying to do. Like the most recent cleaning thing I've done is bought a hand vacuum and started to get like some of the annoyances. Oh, I think it's the rear bumper. Oh, no, it's front bumper. Just look at me crawling. Yeah. See it. Right there. Mr. Extraordinary Dr. Powerwash, I got your details from your friend. I could really do with a hand at my place whenever you're free. Okay. Just look at me go quietly. Ooh, there's a bike in the back. I have not ridden a bike in such a long time. I pinged you the $100 left over from what you gave me, and so that should help you get you off the ground. Just met my new neighbor over the fence, growing about his dirty backyard. Told him to give you a shout. Looks like you got your first customer. Looks like I do. Hey, Doc, I hope you like the challenge, because I'm pretty sure I got the dirtiest backyard you've ever seen. That's not me bragging, by the way. I had nothing to do with it. I just moved back to town for a bit to help my folks, who were both down to their last knee, and rented what I thought was a great little place. Should I question why there weren't any garden pics in the ad? They must have bred rhinos here or something. Anyways, my girls are itching to get out there, and I don't want them still itching when they get back inside, so please do your thing. Thanks a lot. Yeah, weather around me's been really weird lately. It's in that weird scenario. Funnily enough, my first girlfriend, Joan Perez, used to live here back in the day. Those were good times. Yep. It's a good thing this is good to do. Yep. Gotta be a little bit closer. Let's try the green now. I'm not sure if it's gonna be working. So therapeutic. Why is it so therapeutic? Oh. There's gonna be so many things in the way. But yeah, I decided to start over since there was like achievements and everything, because I know once you progress, you want like games like, oh yeah, get all the power washers and all that. I'm like, well, I already had nearly everything in the past. The previous save file, I feel like I was going to see the full version, since you know they added a few things here and there, and I was like, okay, let's just do that. But now it has motion sickness free mode, hopefully. I mean, I know, like, I still like doing this, but that's also because I know how to play FPS games. How good I am at said FPS games, I never played them too much growing up. That was never my thing. I'm more of a platformer person. Should get Mario Odyssey again. I gave that to my sister and she never gave it back to me. Though, I do need to talk to her about something. I still haven't done that. It's kind of my bad on that one more than anything. It's not her fault, that's actually more my fault. Because I've mentioned a few times, I've got a thing I want to help me out with. And it's something I can kind of do, but it's not something I really have. Mostly, it's going to help the stream. But yeah, I'm not taking any donations or anything like that. Everything I want to do is for purposes of the streams. Whenever I do stream, any money I do get for that is going to go back to streams. If I ever do make money off this stuff, I do enough with what I do, so I don't feel the need to. Oh, actually, hold up. Oh, it goes a little bit. Okay. Ah, I like that. I do wish it was kind of a little bit of a sight. Ooh, okay. Ooh, not my favorite. Okay. It's a little awkward. So yeah, I don't know how long I really feel like I'm gonna go today. This might be one of the shorter streams I do, even though most of my streams are only about 2 hours anyways. I did do one that was a while longer, like around 6. Does that count? Oh, I do like it that I can just push the right click button down and just have at it. Yeah. Let's see if I can do this with the crouch. That's less hectic. Now I'm in that little pond they have there. I had a pond at an old house. I didn't like it. It was for one of the other men. Someone else that had it, used it. It was like, was it fish? I think they had in it. It wasn't my thing. I'm not a fan of it. That kind of stuff. If you like it, that's on you. I say go for it. I'm not much of a fish. Like, I don't really feel like owning fish or anything like that. I have a cat. He's enough to deal with. Don't mind anything else here. Hopefully I don't hit the flowers because I don't think they like pressurized water in numerous ways. Oh, well, that's annoying. They're like, oh yeah, there's this extra thing below it. It's like, ooh, aren't I lucky? Is that enough? Okay, that is in fact enough. Ooh, nice. Okay. This retaining wall. Yep. Oh, it's dirtier than I thought. Okay. Don't mind me, little plants. I'm just here. Ooh, okay. No. I can't just hit this normally. No! Oh. Oh. Thanks, game. Didn't have to do that, but we take those. Okay. Here we are. Whee! Oh. And right when I get to the satisfying part, the game's like, nope, we're good. But, no, you're good. Whee! Trying to be super annoying with this part, but okay. Oh, game. That little bump is totally not necessary. That's all I'm gonna say. Whee! A lot of random footsteps. It does make you question how previous stories are like, what exactly happened at these places? You know, I always tell stories that are just not told. What's up, you know? You do bikes? I could do with someone running their thing over my dead beat dirt bike. I mean, sure, just put it in the queue. Really, I would climb up and down that rock garden all day, pretending we were a rumbling Mount Restless pond. And the pond was a crater. Okay. I have no idea how we explain the fish being there, though. You just ignored it. Sounds like one of those things where it's just like, oh yeah, yeah, the fish. Oh yeah, they just somehow started to inhabit the crater. It filled up with water over time. Yeah, kids come up with stuff. I used to do that all the time. You know, come up with little stories here and there, like how this turn would be or that turn would be. Yeah, your imagination goes wild. Let your imagination go wild every once in a while. Don't lose it. I feel like that's important now. God, I'm getting philosophical. What is with me in this game? I'm getting philosophical. because I feel like I just kind of naturally do that. I don't know how I feel about that info. Just give me those dings that tell me, yes, I've done it. Like that one. And that one. Even though I'm not really being that, like, you know, that strict with it, but yeah, it works. Some random bits of dirt here and there. I don't think I ever go white on this. Not on this, on the original Power Washer. I just don't see the point. I think green's fine for like this base stuff. And it's gonna start getting to the point where I'm just gonna have to be on yellow for literally everything. I mean, hopefully in theory with the achievement system I won't be needing anything too strong. It's gonna get to the point where they're like, oh yeah, you gotta have a strong power wash or else you're just not gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a bad time. At least that's kind of the impression I was getting. Oh. Okay, what's this? Yeah, let's just get that. I think they were more lenient. Or at least it feels like they're more lenient. Oh my god. Anyway. Also gotta be a little bit closer to me. Oh man. I haven't written anything on any of this stuff yet. This game's like prime material to do that too. Oh. I was like, is there a way I can just like, walk? Oh, okay, that just stops. Okay. Because I was being like, oh, is there a way I can move it? Maybe there's something in the controls I'm just not remembering. Oh, whoops. There we go. Let's get that last little bit of the water over there. Looking good. Why doesn't my place look like this? Actually, I'm kind of glad my place doesn't look like that. But you get what I mean. The Simpsons was a fun show. I didn't watch it too often. I did play the game, one of the games, Hit and Run, which I think is one of the better ones from what I heard. I did play the original arcade game when I was a kid all the time. Maybe I shouldn't have been doing that, but I did. That game was a lot of fun. It was the beat 'em up one. Oddly fun. I don't know why that game was so fun, but man, that was fun. It was the definition of, wow, this is something you probably shouldn't be playing whenever you're like 8, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. And isn't that all that matters? Oh. Whee. Well, this kind of reminds me of cutting the grass in a way. Where you just make like this little pattern and then just kind of go from there, and that's how you're most effective with it in theory. I used to mow grass all the time. Whenever I used to live with someone, whenever I was living with my dad over the summer, I did a lot of grass trimming. And when I was with my grandma too, I volunteered to help out a lot up front. It helped me out. Yeah, little chores, those kind of things. Really helps out a lot. Yeah. My family will be like, yeah, I was basically, I grew up with my grandma, not really anymore. Not really my mom on that one. I don't know if that ended up being a good thing or not, but I mean, I'm okay with it, but yeah, it's kind of whatever. I mean, hey, it worked. I don't see any problem. Hey, Doc, bumped in the park warden. He definitely needs your help. Oh, what does he need help with? Yeah, gotta, patch him through to me. I'm in the middle of a job. Can't really, well, I guess I can stop, but it's like, is that really professional? Like, these kind of super easy, just like, where you just go in your own thought. I've also kind of learned that, the kinds of games I'm better at really don't seem to be like fast-paced games anymore. I'm like super old. Not even 30. I just had my birthday recently. I wish I did something for it, but I was busy and I was still recovering from being out of town, and work is also a thing. I mean, not 30 yet. Soon. That's the only hint you're getting. Oh, well. I mean, I just have fun with doing what I'm doing. It's kind of crazy that some people I watch are like actually a lot younger than me. It's just like, that thing. Though I do watch YouTubers, and I know some of them are about my age. Well. Or at least they definitely feel like it with what they talk about. Some of them, not all of them, definitely not all of them. I'm just like, ooh, I like the VTubers. They nice, they fun. I did consider making a PNG. I don't really know how I want to work on it, but it's an idea I had. Oh, I wasn't expecting it to be that quick, but if you're gonna give it to me, game, I won't complain. Especially with the green nozzle. I thought I wasn't going to be getting that stuff, the green nozzle, for obvious reasons. I thought I had to use the yellow. Oh, it's in the back, isn't it? I'm correct. Oh, there it is. There, let's free aim it. Free aim! I don't know if that's easier or not, but, in fact, here we are. Don't know how I got underneath, but, I mean, there are those people who, like, stick, like, gum underneath, like, railings and things like that, which is disgusting. Ugh. I don't know why people do that. It's like, oh no, you don't know where a trash can is. If you took, like, 2 extra steps, you would have seen one. It's like, are you kidding me? Yeah. Again, I have people around me that try to go way over the speed limit whenever they try to drive, and then they try to force me to go faster, and I'm like, no. No, that's not me. I actually do wish I had access community posts and all that. I guess I do want to try to go back playing Persona 4 Golden, but I mean, Persona 5 Royal's about to come out. I'm like, ooh. Well, I've never played all the way through Golden, and I'm like, man, should I play through Royal? Because I know Royal is really good too. It's kind of the same situation to both of them. I've seen the entirety of the game, but it's like I haven't played it for both of those games. So I've technically beaten the original versions of both of them. I never think I played most of the new content. Well, seen the new content, or at least know it. I know 5's more than 4's on that front. If I wanted to be, I was just gonna say it as is. It's just like, yeah, that's the thing I definitely know more. Yeah, I think I'm gonna ask Twitter on that one. Because I kind of looked at the last time I played Persona 4 Golden, and I know it was not for stream either. That was over a year ago. Like, ooh, do I want to go back to that? No. There we go. I knew I was missing something. And there's that railing done. And there's also Freedom Planet 2 I wanted to play. I only really want to have like one long game going for streams, and I haven't played Cold Lamb in a while, and I for some reason just didn't feel like playing that today, so I was like, let's just play a different game entirely. That's the smart move. That spoiler, that is not in fact the smart move. Also, would people be interested in watching me try to study Japanese and fail at it because, I don't know, it's an idea I've thrown around a few times. And I mean, if I did want to finish up an RPG, honestly, because we both do this at this point, I was considering playing that today, and just, part of me was just saying, like, nah. I mean, I probably would have played a little bit just to, like, get used to things. It would probably be mostly side quests today. And mostly because that's just kind of how things would have been for me. Okay, let's get just a... There we go. Let's see. I think I just needed just a little more power. Get there we go. Oh! Step. Ah, knew I was missing a spot. Ah! There we go. Naruto. I think at this point with me and my Japanese understanding is like I can hear words and kind of piece some things together and know if it's in a positive or negative context, but that's about it. Just having a lot of this being like, ooh, I wish I knew these words better. Which honestly is just, I need to practice more often and more consistently is my issue. Nah, it's definitely not for lack of trying. Duolingo is awesome. Things where it's just like, ah. Just go around here, clean that. Let's say, probably this little... Oh, there it is. Ah! Oh man, the weather around here has been so temperamental. In the mornings, it's so cold, I feel like I have to put on, like, a jacket almost. And then in the afternoon, it's just like, oh, no, it's super warm. I'm like, but I don't want it to be super warm. I want it to either be super warm or super cold. Is it the Dirt Finder General? Got details from a certain Harper Shaw. As there's this large dirt problem at the local playground. Oh, yeah. It's on a dream RV in the oceans, all creamy like a toffee pie on wheels. Oh, right. Harper Shaw's doing a couple of things. Yeah. I wouldn't know whether to drive it or look it. I recommend you probably don't do this. I'm also not a fan of toffee. Fortunately, sold for a crazy amount, but the dream lives on. Huh. You have fun with that info. Just some decently strong dirt and grime and things like that. This is taking me a minute. Whee! Though, one thing that I did have a little bit of fun just messing around with was going back to the earlier stages with the strongest power washer and just kind of just breeze through the stages. It was fun to do. That is one of those things. Sometimes it's just fun to go with some like ridiculously overpowered set. And it's just set up that like you have no reason to be doing. It's kind of the fun thing about Monster Hunter sometimes. You just want to go back and just absolutely trounce some of the stuff that just annoyed you so much back whenever you first started. I was like, oh, that monster gave me so much trouble, and then you just go back with way better gear, and it's just like, oh, it's so satisfying sometimes. get the thing that just caused you so much trouble, and it's just like, no, this is, and I mean, actually, whenever you get like better and things like that, it's just like, no, this is my hunt. This is my place now. It's so satisfying to do. I still need to do that in Generations because the Buffalo, the mini barraging. I don't remember what it's exactly. The mini barraging. Oh, I tried to do it. Yeah. That's as far as I got in multiplayer stuff, and I was like, man, this is not working well. Why is everything taking forever to hunt? You know, just to like actually get anywhere. I was like, what is this? And then I realized, oh wait, I'm doing multiplayer stuff, and I thought like the single player stuff was just like the original quest, just like for tutorial stuff. I don't know why I thought that. I just did. It was so strange. Okay, there we go. What is? Is it this? There it is. Oh, whoops. I thought I got that. I did not get that. But yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do. Just go back to a monster that just gave you a lot of annoyance, a lot of trouble, and just go, no. I'm way better at this now. I know your move. I know what you're gonna pull on me. And just say hello. I thought about going back to Monster Hunter Rise, but I don't know. I just wasn't feeling the same as me. And that's kind of why I went to Generations. I was like, I was talking to a friend, be like, I've only really played World and Rise. I want more of the older Monster Hunter experience. And we were like, well, Rise is, Generations is on the Switch, and I know you have that. So I was like, okay. I got it for $12, and I was like, yes. Oh, that was so fun during the time I was out of town. It was just like, ooh, I wanted to play Monster Hunter, and I did a lot of it. I got decently far. I think I was almost done with the low rank stuff. But yeah, the difference between whenever I got to the low rank fights in the single player version compared to the actual multiplayer stuff, yeah, it was so much easier. I'm like, wow, this thing just fell over. What? I mean, I was overgeared for, like, the first fight, Great Morocco, I believe it was? Yeah, I think it was Great Morocco. Basically just ended up being just a complete demolish of the thing. I think I, which is kind of funny because the first time I fought it, it was like nearly 20 minutes me hunting this thing. I was like, I don't know what to do. And I even failed it twice before I finally beat it. I used Longsword. Not because, oh, it's so overpowered. It's not in Generations. It is not. It is not the ridiculous combo machine as it turned into World and Rise. But I was also a single player, so I mean, it's not like I was gonna like trip up like my allies or anything like that, unless you count the cats as allies. I mean, not in the same sense. I mean, they're still allies. I think I also had one cat on me too. Yeah, I was massively unprepared to like do anything. I barely had potions. I couldn't even buy regular potions at the time. I was relying on herbs and whatever the game gave me through like the packages and whatnot. So I was like, oh boy. Not exactly, the easiest thing to hunt, and, constantly failing. I failed twice in the first hunt because I was in multiplayer, trying to do that with, the starter gear. Yeah, finally did it with Longsword and a lot of frustration and attempts. What was the sand thing? Oh my gosh, that thing is so annoying! In multiplayer, in the multiplayer version, I went to the single player version, and it was like, it was still pretty annoying. I would not like, I do not think that thing is so hard to fight. It was like it's like a sand shark. I don't remember what exactly it was named, but it was, to me, it was just like, no. If I never have to hunt this thing ever again, I would not miss it. It was so annoying to fight. it wasn't even doing like a lot of damage. It was just being obnoxious. And I didn't have any sound bombs to like pluck it out like sand either, so I was just waiting for it to, just be like, oh, look at me, I'm doing this thing. Like, oh, just come out of that sand and actually try to attack me. And not my cat allies. They weren't doing much except just falling over and just being annoying. Yeah, that was probably the most frustrating part I've had in Generations, was that fight. Which is kind of funny because I actually had, the other situation where it was just like, ooh, no, I actually didn't go well. I actually had failed hunts. I didn't actually fail on that one, it just ended up being super annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm actually on, visibility. Oh no! Jeez. Forgot. There's this thing called the buttonhole. Wow, that just gave it to me, like, way easier than I thought it would be. We're just gonna get this lining from this done. Okay. Oh, it's just telling me, oh yeah, you should actually do this area. There we go. Just bend the hands and move them a little bit. Oh, but next week is going to be a fun one for me. Oh, I work 4 of the 5 days, all 12-hour shifts. Oh boy, I can't wait. Hopefully they don't mind me messing with the flowers a little bit. There we go. Don't have a toy car guy like that, but we take those. So I'm using so much water. Thankfully, it doesn't matter in the career mode how much water I use. Surprised there isn't a scoring system based off that right now. Or at least, in the story mode, be like, oh yeah, you were like efficient with your water, or you were not efficient with your water. I know there's modes like that, where it's like, ooh, how much of it did you actually do? Huh. Okay, I think I got it. But yeah, I got to the point where I was in the single player and I was at the 3-star missions, and I just started on a few of those hunts. I think I was in the what's the bullfrog stuff where I was fighting, where I was in like full that gear where I just fought it like 2 or 3 times and I got everything out of it. Well, all the armor. The weapon was hammer. I was like, let's go for something super easy since I was on the tiny switch screen. So I was like, I want to make sure I actually can see what I'm doing. So I was like, let's go something real easy. So let's just go hammer. And also, I didn't want to play longsword again. I was like, I played longsword enough, and I was like, please no more longsword. I want to switch it up. And that's usually a thing I like doing for Monster Hunter 2. It's like every time I try a different weapon. So I did try a lot of weapons in Rise because of that switch gun mechanic. So I was like, well, let's just try a million different things. And I know Generations did have the style, but they weren't nearly as crazy, to be fair, as what Rise's switch kills were. Still fun, but I mean, it's just not the exact same thing, because that was so different. Metal cleaner, I don't have that. Did they improve the cleaners in this game? Because I remember the cleaners being, back before being, not good. We're so close. Alright. Let's go free aim mode. It's like you're almost done. My girls can't wait to get out there. Yeah, I'm getting there. Just give it a nice little soak down. Get rid of the dirt. I mean, they got, like, part of the place. I mean, I don't recommend them to start because, yeah. That's just too bad. Do some aiming. Whee! I think that's kind of one of my favorite things to do is just like, ooh, we're just going to play a game like this. This is what I'd do for like Minecraft if I ever played it. It would be like the calming experience, just like, you know, just chatting streams where I just like play a game in the background. I don't know. For me, just chatting streams are a little weird. I don't usually watch them. Those aren't really my kind of streams. I mean, hey, if you like them, by all means, go for it. I mean, I just like having something else in the background, so like, you know, it's just, I guess it's not too surprising. I'm not the most talkative person in the world. My family will be like, oh yeah, you don't talk a ton. I still talk, but I mean, it's more just like, I don't really have the exact same topics of interest as they do, and I don't really want to bring up some of them where I'm like, how do I bring up like VTubers without sounding absolutely strange as all get out? So that's one of those things for me where it's like, there's an idea of what I would want to talk about, but their interests are just pretty different than mine at times. And I was just like, how do I go about this? And I just end up being kind of quiet. I still find things to talk about with them. I mean, my grandma really likes cats, for example. I mean, it's a thing. It's a thing. Oh, you can see me actually missing my aim a little bit. Whoops. Oh, man. I might have to sneeze. Hold up. Thank you, microphone, for having an easy mute button. Oh, yeah. Much better. Oh, right. Hold on. Let's bring this up over here. And do what you should be doing whenever you're cleaning things like this. Go from the top. And just give it a good little scrubby scrub. That was one of the things I did before I got on the stream. I wasn't feeling up to much. My dad would invite me to something. I was just like, nah, I feel like it. I'm sorry. He was worried about me like having trouble with my car. I'm like, no, it wasn't that. I've got to do something with the car anyways. That's not really the only problem. I'm just much of a concert goer. That's kind of what he invited me to. And I was like, nah, concerts are just, I don't like going to live concerts. It's the environment. I don't like watching them. Even like a screen and things like that. It's just I don't like watching them like directly there. I've never been much for that bunch. I do want to find some other things I want to accomplish and do things like that. The original idea I thought we were going to be doing was golf. Since we do that a decent amount of time, but we just ended up not doing that this time. I mean, if he was going to, I was going to try to invite him and just like do that, but it ended up not happening. Yeah, it was just one of those like real unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, let's hold down right click. Thank you, right click, for being something very, very nice. So all I have to do is just aim. all I have to do and nothing else too fancy about it. Man, this thing will just be dripping wet with water and all that. This shed here reminds me of a shed I had to help build a while back. That was a ride. That was like, oh, it's a small shed. It should be easy to do. And it, in fact, taking a while. I think we started at like 1 p.m. or something like that. We ended up finishing building the thing by like 7. It just took so long to clean. I mean, not clean, build. It wasn't a difficult build. It was just trying to get it all started and then set up. It was just really difficult on that front. I do have fun at my work sometimes where it's just like, ooh. Get the rest of the roof, probably. That was not the rest of the roof, probably because there's still that one corner. Get a little bit closer. Put a little more pressure on it. Yeah. So I guess I'll kind of... Oh, well, no, I've already mentioned it. I was going to kind of go for here on. Just researching and things like that. I mean, where the research and topics would be like the games themselves. I don't know, it made sense to me. Oh, right. Give it damage to the shed roof. Oh, there it is. Give it a good old washa washa. Washa washa washa. I do have a couple like party ideas whenever you start getting a group or find a group, you know, like do streams and whatnot together. The friends I have don't stream, so I mean that should go without saying. Okay, looks like that is all good. Is the remaining 8% this? Alright, let's platform this. Geronimo! Heck yeah. Yahoo! Alright, let's just get that. I don't know, I feel like games like this are really good for bringing out, like, the story that I'm just kind of, like, not able to remember all the time. Because Apex, I feel like I just want to make crazy noises. Well, not really much on that front, so maybe I shouldn't play Apex nearly as much. I don't know. I do wish I liked the one this better. It's just, whenever you have a really bad experience, just completely sour the entire thing for you. Yeah, that's what happened. I haven't, and then I tried playing Apex with them, and that was just not fun. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that whenever I was still very inexperienced with Apex, and I still feel like I'm pretty inexperienced with that game, even though I have been playing a decent amount of it. It just doesn't feel like doing that good at that game yet. I don't know. I guess yesterday was kind of more of a movie watching day for me, because I ended up watching another movie, though they were together as sets. I mean, I kind of watched them together because they were sequel, and I thought the sequel was better. It was like, yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was silly, but I mean, it was going to be silly almost no matter what. I knew it was going to be a silly movie to watch as a whole. No criticism. I don't know. There's a couple scenes where I'm like, you probably could have removed almost all of that. And, like, I don't think nothing would have changed in 2. 1 was definitely worse about it. But, I mean, there's some stuff where I was like, okay, it's going to be silly. It is made for a younger demographic still. The nods were nice. Like, various things. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting a nod to that. I mean, there's probably many more nods I'm just not familiar with. I think I don't know how I want to do it, but I do want to do a full playthrough of Sonic 2 on stream again. I did that a while back. I want to see how much of that game I actually remember. So I feel like those kind of games are like the real simple things where you could just do in like one stream. Probably kind of nice. So I've done it before, and I can do it again. It won't be a problem. Sonic Origins is just a matter of time for it to be. It's one of those. It's not different, but I have the original versions, so I'd rather play that than Origins. It's kind of weird. I know a lot of people have criticisms of Origins. I don't really remember it. I also want to try to not do as many RPGs. So I'm trying to get the motivation to go back to the bug tables. RPGs are just weird whenever you're gone for such a long time. The chains are good. Okay, time to do this. The birdhouse. Wait, I didn't get the birdhouse? I already got the birdhouse. Oh. I want the food shells I didn't get? Is something knocking on the wall for me? Never sure. It's post. That's post. Post. Gate. Gate. Uh. So this one? Oh. Alright, which one is it left? Nope. Ah, see it. Bada boom! Hey Doc, Cal, here I got a job for you over at my folks' bungalow whenever you can fit it in. See what we got. Huh, I've done all this in an hour. Wow. This is so much faster than what I did before. Ah, a bit of water. Doc, the yard looks fantastic. There are a couple of budding mountaineers already clambering over that rock garden, and I intend to join them. Thanks again on a great job. If I hear anyone in need, I'll send them your way. Sent like 4 people my way, dude. Uh, let's do the bungalow. Hey, Doc, you know I mentioned my folks? Well, I think it's time their bungalow met your pressure washer. It's so filthy, it's hard to tell where the ground ends and the house begins. When I mentioned you to Ma, her eyes lit up. Pops moaned and said the browner the porch, the warmer the torch, which clearly means nothing, so he's overruled. If you can give the place a good cleanup, I'm sure it will give them both a lift. Thanks again. Yeah, let's do it. Hopefully this won't take much more. Oh, funny thing. So glad you're here. He's such a good boy. He's a volcanologist, you know? Oh. So Dolores, the wife. Oh yeah, let's do this correctly. See, I don't even know where my funds are. 600! Yeah, because I haven't spent anything yet. Hurrah! Let's make sure that, get some things started. So if there's another cleaning up game that's, like, ridiculously weird, that would go to, let's see. Viscera Cleanup Detail. I do have that game, I just didn't play it much, I mean, I played it enough to where I get like the idea of how everything's gonna work, so it's not like impossible. Whee! This is like one of those oddly fun things to do, where you just kind of don't hand off the mouse. You only use WASD. Just go crazy. Yeah, yeah. I was expecting a little more, text messages before I was like, oh man, I gotta think of another thing. I don't know so far. I get the entryway looking good, and then we'll go from the roof and go down from there. Yeah. Yeah, why are these cleaning games like so satisfying to do? The cleaning, to some people, is just like pain, misery. I'm not gonna say I'm the best at being clean. I have times like, oh yeah, this could be better. I mean, considering I just bought a hand vacuum not too long ago, and help out with some of that stuff. My regular vacuum is just not good anymore. And the whole thing goes 10%. Got it. Hold up. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, trying to do this the cool way. Alright, alright, alright. Let's just go up here, get the roof. I usually split it right at the top, and then work from there. This is probably gonna be the last place I'm gonna be able to do because, yeah, work is fun. But yeah, I was also thinking about why was my thing messed up, and I kind of realized why. It's a little weird. Apparently, the schedule's incorrect. Like the times I work on the computer for some reason, I don't know why, but it's massively wrong. It's like by like multiple hours. It's like, no, I don't work that many hours. I work way more hours than that. I mean, they're not shorthanding me hours. I know that for certain because I get the full hours. So that's not the problem. They're just a little weird with it. This is what I imagined when I was playing today. Was this? It's real simple, real easy to do kind of thing. All right. This is the super satisfying. Just take it down one little bit at a time here and there. Just go at it. But yeah, that work thing's a little weird. Yeah, well, it's not a bad thing. It's just like, huh. Yeah. At least my parents don't live too far away. Well, my mom really doesn't live very far away. I could go over there and back in like 10 minutes if I wanted to, but she's probably working. It is a weekend, and where she works, weekends are typically busier for her. For me, it's a roulette. See if I get to have to work the weekend or not. It used to be much worse. It used to be every other weekend. It used to be with nights. I'm so glad I feel like I can actually stream again. That's helped me out a lot. Even if it does feel like I'm talking to myself. No, speaking of talking to someone's self, oh my gosh, I have someone at work that just is very loud and talks to themselves, and they have full-blown conversations with themselves. And they mean well, I'm not like trying to be, and I don't be mean to them. I was just like, I don't know. Oh man. A couple of those situations, I'm just like, as much as I want to, like, tell him that directly, I'm like, I can't do it. Because that just feels incredibly weird, because they're not hurting anything. They're not causing problems. And from the work I've seen that they do, they don't do that bad at work, so it's not like I have issues on that front either. So I was like, okay. Well. I do need to go. Well, nah. Just, just casually. But yeah, this is kind of also one of the reasons I want to stream more too, is so I can get better at video games again, because I feel like I've really lost a lot of my touch in a lot of games. I'm much better on the planning side of things, and I mean, I got a lot of, like, real fast learning, where I can really get the hang of something pretty decently quick, but, like, after that, I feel like I struggle a lot. But I guess that's also because whenever I was growing up for a long time, I didn't really have anyone that was, like, able to play at the same level I was, so I kind of stagnated, and then I got to people who could, and I was like, I can't even keep up. What is this? I think the first real wake-up call for me on that was Smash Brothers, where I was like really doing good, and knew what I felt like I knew what I was doing and all that, and then like they just came in and just said, "No, you don't know what you're doing, dude." They just absolutely wiped the floor with me. I was like, I thought I knew what I was doing, but I clearly don't. Oh. Ugh. That's also when I realized I'm bad at fighting games. I don't know. Whenever we start putting in more complicated combos and all that, it's like just some part of me just does not know how the controller works. I feel like I completely forget how to play a game. Sometimes I was like, why is this button? Why do I have to do this? Why? Oop, that's a star. Oh, right, it's a star for every 20%. I've only just started, game. I'll just switch hands, just make sure the hand feels good. Not like, oh god, I'm gonna get carpal tunnel, oh no. Though, yeah, something I was doing before did make me get worried I was starting to get carpal tunnel, so my current job definitely won't be getting carpal tunnel, that's for certain. Alright, let's just make it nice, and I'll scroll back. Let's move around. And just listen to the sound of the pressure washer constantly going. Why is that such a therapeutic sound? I mean, I guess that might just be something like wired in our brains, where it's just like water is like a thing you should go for, where it's like water good, go for water. Because I mean, we still are animals at the end of the day. Yeah. So it's like, ooh, I want to do that. Water is good. Water keeps us alive. Ooh, have water. Things like that. Just slowly work on this. Oh, okay, give me a second. Let's finish that problem off. And brush clean up here. Get this little part. I thought something was going on in the corner of my screen. I was like, uh-oh, am I getting chats? I don't know. This isn't really more. This is more of a for me stream rather than anything else. Honestly, that's kind of why I stream it. It's if I get people to watch, cool. If not, meh. I have my fun. That's the best way to put it. If people want to watch me, hey, I mean, by all means, I'm totally fine with it. I'm up for it, but for me, it's not a requirement. I just want to enjoy what I'm doing, and I do want to get better at games. I should do a full Super Mario Odyssey playthrough. Well, I can do Mario 64 playthrough. I mean, that's one of those where it's like everyone has done a Mario 64 playthrough. Do I really need to add another one to the pile? And I'm like, good. I'd rather do Super Mario Galaxy, honestly, and just do a real quick like speed run, like try to speed run that game. Because I played that game a lot. I didn't play much of 2. I did play 2, I just haven't played it that much. Played a lot of 1. I think I might have an old playthrough on my YouTube channel that was like 10 plus years ago or something crazy like that. So it's not like an impossibility that I might still have it. I would need to practice the game again before I feel like I can get to the point where I'm like, ooh, I feel like I know how to get through a lot of the stuff and do a lot of shortcuts, because that's why I like Galaxy 1 more than Galaxy 2. I feel like you can just really play that game. Like, if you know what you're doing, you can really just have that obstacle course just like really be like, ooh, I could do this obstacle, or I could do this fancy trick and just be like, nope. I mean, Mario Odyssey does that, and that's like, for me, half the fun of Odyssey, to be like, ooh, I could play it like this, unless, yeah, that was the thing I enjoyed about Odyssey so much. It's like, yeah, there's these ways you can do it, yeah, yeah, totally something I could do, but it was just like, nah, maybe I don't feel like doing that. Maybe I don't feel like going for all those regular power moves along the way. Maybe I'll just go for, you know, this one off randomly to the side and just go for it that way. Just call it a day. It's like, ooh, hey, there's this moon all the way up in this weird area. It's telling me maybe I should try doing this one method, or I could just, or it's like, I need to do this obstacle course, or a couple old time jumps. I could be like, yeah, I don't want to do that at all. I was like, yeah, nah, I don't feel like doing that. Let's just go this way. Ooh, jeez, what the heck? Don't know what happened with my character there. That was strange. Oh, yeah, whoops. We'll get that cleansed. There we go. Whee! Oh, whoops. Get this little area up here. Huh. Well. Huh. Maybe it might be better for YouTube than, you know, Twitch and things like that. I know the things about Twitch lately, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm aware of it. And I'm just like, yeah, is there really anything I care about? Honestly, the answer is no. I just want to have fun in my own way. I do wonder what would be the easiest way to get another copy of Super Mario Odyssey here. Because I have been wanting to play that game again. I did try playing Breath of the Wild again, and it just didn't catch my interest this time. Last time I played it nearly as much for some reason. I don't know why. I enjoyed playing Breath of the Wild. It was really fun. Just ended up not being a game I played too much. I don't know. I think that's one of those where it's like, it's just not a good replaying game. Wow, okay. Oh, I was like, wait. Uh, I'm just trying to get these little edges where it's just like, I could take all this time to do that, or, just, hit it well, like that, and call it a day. Alright, let's get back to our normally scheduled, just rinse and go. There we go. Now it's the proper nozzle. Too bad I didn't get the Mario All-Stars collection when that was out, but I wasn't really thinking about playing games at the time. I was so stressed with other things. But one of the goals is to move. I gotta figure out what I want to do going forward on certain things, because where I'm working, I'm overqualified, but it's like, do I really want to continue where I am? Honestly, it feels like for me the answer is no, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. It doesn't feel like place I just want to be forever. It's more one of those things. I mean, I could transfer, but it's like, I might like some of those options. I got plenty of vacation hours. I need to actually use them. It's just so difficult for me to use. And it's not because of, well, actually, there's a lot of reasons why it's just difficult to use. Sorry, my keyboard. It's an analog keyboard. I don't have a mechanical keyboard. I didn't see the point. I don't really get the point of mechanical keyboards. I cleaned out my keyboard enough as is. I cleaned it just like a couple days ago. I've got a little brush I bought a while back that like fits right in between the keys. It's so nice. Didn't really get anywhere specific. It was just like, oh yeah, I got it from this place. I just saw this brush and it just caught my interest because I'm like, ooh, I was actually needing something like that, so that worked pretty well and just bought it. It's got a little electronics carrying case. Ooh. Like a little pouch that just holds like wires and things like that. And it's like, ooh, maybe it can hold like I might be able to, I can definitely hold like my phone in there if I wanted to. My phone's been acting up on me. It's weird. I sometimes just randomly lose my data, or it's just like, I don't have it anymore. I gotta reset my phone. Restart my phone. It's so strange. Thought about getting a new one, but it's like, it's working totally fine otherwise, so it's like, do I really need to worry about that? It's kind of how I feel about a lot of things, sure. It's like, it's still working fine enough, except for like this one minor inconvenience. Is there really a point for me to care to do that? At least that's how I feel. I don't know. I feel like just using a resource well enough, if you take care of it well enough, it really lasts a long time. Like, for example, this PC I have, I've built like 2+ years ago, and it's working totally fine. I have no issues with it. It did blue screen on me once, but that's because I was playing a super intensive game. Super resource intensive game, and then and computer was just like, nope, I'm done. It's like, okay, I get ya. I did clean it out a little bit ago. I probably should double check it again. I think that's a thing I try to do monthly, I think, is try to clean out the PC. I should probably do it more. I do vacuum the area out that it's at. I wish I had a place better for it, because I don't have a very good spot for it right now. I should see if there's like any PC stands just like slightly put in a better spot so it gets better ventilation. Yeah, I might take some time to redo the thermal paste on it, on the heat sink. If I do that, I just want a new heat sink. That's like the big thing I just don't like about my system, is the heat sink is, in my opinion, pretty bad. And it's just not the best ventilated thing, unfortunately. I mean, after I cleaned it out, it's been totally fine. It's just not something I want to do too often. If I want to avoid having a computer break on me, that'd be great. No, I'm super glad about my external hard drive a lot, because I've been using solid state drives up until me buying this external, and it's been so nice. I don't have to worry about storage space really ever again. Because I think the thing I have is like a 4 terabyte thing. I've barely even like tapped into that, and I've been considering putting a lot more stuff onto it. So I mean, all my drives are totally fine, thankfully. I mean, I have 3 in there right now. Though the second one, honestly, I should have just bought a bigger original drive whenever I built the PC, but well, coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm just taking a look at this roof. I mean, if I did make a stream of it, I don't know how I would do it. I don't really want to do web cameras and all that anymore. I do have web cameras, but I just don't like the thought of them anymore. Because I did used to do web camera stuff, but I just don't anymore. And I look pretty different to what it is nowadays. I'm surprised people don't question, like, my driver's license and, like, my passports and whatnot, because I look pretty different than what I do in those things, mostly because my hair is a very, very different. The longest time I kept my hair super, super short, and now my hair is very long. It's longer than my sister's. I think I have the longest hair out of all my siblings by a pretty decent amount right now. And considering I have mostly sisters, that should say a lot. How much? Okay, yeah. Just want to see how far I was time-wise. But not being like, oh, I gotta be done with this at this time. No, as long as you got enough time. Mom keeps messaging me, getting really excited with how it's looking. Sounds like it's going great. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Massively. Hey, can't rush perfection here. I'm really surprised I'm making as much progress as I am, honestly. I feel like this would have taken a lot longer. Whee! The roof is getting there. I decided to change up my pattern a little bit. Whee! But yeah, it's definitely one of those interesting things whenever you go into Steam being like, man, who else has played this game? How long has it really been? And you go look, it's like, oh, that was a lot longer since last time I played this game. I don't know how I feel about that info. Has it really been that long since I played that game? For me, yeah, the answer has been pretty much unanimously like, yeah, it's been a lot longer since I played the game I thought I did originally. And usually that's not a good thing. Because I kind of checked, like, last time I played Bug Fables, it was almost half a year ago. I'm like, what? It's been that long since I played it? Oh, it's going to be so fun going back into that game. Oh, well. And I was like, when was the last time I played Persona 4 Golden? Over a year ago. I played it in July last year. It's now October. 2021 was such a mess for me. That year, that was just all around awful. Between just getting constantly stuck with other people's work that I was practically forcing myself to constantly being massively upset. I didn't feel up to streaming. Plus the time schedules I had at the time was the worst possible times. Like, I should not have done what I did. Not even close. I did it anyways, and I absolutely did not enjoy it. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm missing some points here, aren't I? There we go. I'm trying to get the roof. Oh, just some little spots here. The specs. Unless... does that count? I think I got like a lot of this like scrubbed off, but it's just like, nope. Oh. Yep, that's it. Okay. Where is... There it is. Power washers. Oh. Okay. That one's 900. And I need 50. Oh, I was wondering how they would change it. I like that. That's actually kind of clever. Equipment, Green Vista, short extension, long extension. Wow, these things are a lot cheaper than I thought they'd be, which is nice. Yeah, let's add that. Hold up. Oh, it's E. There we go. Much better. And it's not like it's ridiculously expensive either, which is super nice. Yeah, much better. This can't be used close to the surfaces. Which is, yeah, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I want to get the roof at least done. Roof. This is really not the best way of me doing it, but I'm doing it like this. Let's do it in probably the silliest way possible. Yep. Makes sense. We... Oh, what else has been going on with me? Oh, right, I still need to finish up the... I just need to edit the episode for the Quinoa bonus episode that I was going to do. Where I was like, oh yeah, there was still that one stage where if you get like all the things and then you get this last little challenge mode thing. So I was like, yeah, let's get that finished up. Yeah, I just need to edit it. It's mostly just kind of like massively long at times. Yeah, it'll probably be like a 5-minute thing, which is easy enough to do. And I'm also trying to get my voice just a little bit clearer on, you know, how it is, you know, practice and all that, you know. Or they're like, all the time. Mommy is just like, yeah, you know, get to the point where it's like, not. Is she? Oh, thank you. Oh, jeez. Alright, that's the roof finally done. The main roof. Whoops. Yeah, let's just get this little thing done. This little porch thing. Porch roof. Yeah, it's kind of this stuff up here. Whee! Oh. Yeah, I think they're being way more generous. Because I feel like it was way more strict with what you had to do before. I mean, I'm okay with it. It's just like, yeah, it's just different. There we go. No extension. And it's telling me all the stuff. I'm like, I don't need it just yet. I'm just looking at how I want to tackle this. Okay, and let's just slowly go at it. Yeah. Alright, so we can Stardew Valley. Huh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of a weird spot here just because of the pillars, but that's fine. The bricks. And there we go. Yep. And just oh, there's a way you can just do like a slower straight. That would be the thing I would really want. Okay, apparently even Pops is out of his rocking chair now. I haven't looked. It's still a work in progress, dude. They're paying me pretty decently for all this, to be fair. They're paying me like $800, $900 for all those, which I mean, not bad. Oh. Well, you hired me for the job, I'm doing said job. Do not worry, I'm doing my thing out here. Oh yeah, that reminds me, there's another game like this I know now called House Flipper, where you completely flip houses and like resell them, things like that, I think. Is that how that works? I don't remember all the details, just like, yep. In fact, it was a thing I could do. Oh, I was about to say, that window frame is close. I can feel it. Don't mind me making sound on doors, it's me doing my job. Everything is fine. Okay, let's get the edges, doors. Oh, I didn't even count for that. Okay. I thought it'd be like, oh, you need to get like the main part, the door, and the door handle. It's like, nope, just get the door. It's like, okay, that's fine. See, I thought, whenever someone does something like this, you just kind of leave them at the house. I mean, I know if you're like worried that they're gonna steal stuff, but that's why you sign like contracts and things like that. So just in case they do that, they won't get away with it. At least that's kind of the impression I was getting. I don't know. I've never hired someone to do something like this before. I always feel like I just do my own cleaning off by myself. I know. That's just me. I can almost get the upgraded power washer, but we'll probably not do that. Oh, next week's going to be fun for streams, or lack thereof for streams. Because I already know I'm going to not be able to do much during the week. Because it is definitely the more annoying weekday schedule for me, where I work 4 to 5 days a week. Ugh. Yeah, it's one of those where it's like, that doesn't sound too bad to most people, but then you remember I work 12 hours, and I only have one day in the middle of it all as a break. It's like, not exactly what I would count as fun, per se. Let's just put it that way. And sorry if there's anyone with motion sickness. Whoops. Which is actually kind of funny, because I actually do get motion sickness. I just don't get it a ton, but I know I get it. I think it depends on what I am doing. all I need to do. Let's say just count this massive. Oh, I see where it is. And I was like, alright, here. There it is. It's not bad whenever you get your place so dirty it turns into a different color because of all the dirt and whatnot. Though then again, I have a lot of hair between me and my cat, so... Yeah, that's why I bought the hand vacuum, just because it's much easier to pick up, you know, the hair and fur and all that. It's kind of rough on that front. Oh, it's just a little teeny tiny wash right there. Oh, forge is done. I mean, it felt like I still had more left, but I know it's one of those where it's like, yeah, it's close enough. You're gonna, we'll still count it. Which, I mean, hey, that's totally fine with me. I don't see any problem there. Ooh. You can kind of see when I was aiming at the other thing. That's kind of funny to me. Oh, I was just about to get that down there, but okay. The game says it's okay. It's okay. I won't complain. Though thankfully work has actually calmed down a little bit again on me. No, that doesn't mean it won't get ridiculous on me as soon as I go back into work. It's always one of those things where it's just like, you just go back and work and go, okay, what happened in the time I was off? That I shouldn't ever have to worry about that, because I'm not even a manager or anything like that. I just worry about that naturally. Okay. Everything that's here that's left. Sorry, I gained some water. I do. Ah. Alright, I wonder if this will work. Just strafe. Yeah, let's just do some strafing. Let me show you my tap strafe. Or at least that's what I think. Oh, it's tap strafe. I actually should talk and look at some movement guides and the effects. I feel like I'm missing so many of them. Fascinating to learn how to aim better. I do have aim level, so I need to actually work on that. I just haven't done that much. That's the big thing where it's just like, I feel like there's always so many shots I'm like, I feel like I should have hit that shot, but he's like, no, you didn't hit that shot. But I'm like, what? I mean, there's some situation where if I just get caught completely off guard and they just like go and they just kind of hit me, it's like, well, not much I can honestly do in that situation, sadly. Let's just avoid that garden. Surprisingly, everything else is mostly fine if we're talking about, you know, that stuff. Okay, let's get those areas up top. I feel like they made the green nozzle much stronger. At least it feels like it to me. Maybe I'm just getting better at my throws and all that. Who knows? I mean, I guess I really don't need the long nose anymore at this point, but, you know. I still have it on. I think I'll end it at this house. Still really good progress, all things considering, so, you know, 3 of the locations in the first, part. Well, I mean, I could always go longer, but, don't really need to go that much longer. We'll see. No, okay. I'll just put the regular extension back on. Oh. Let's see, why am I not getting this? Oh, right, I have cruise nozzle on. Whee! My partner was like, I feel like I can be a good storyteller, but it's like, I just need to have the stories to tell. Come on, there's like a tiny little bit left. Oh, there we go. Oh, I see it. Maybe not. Oh, there it is. I did get it. Oh, yeah. So I was missing some little things here and there. Okay. Whee! But yeah, I do need to go through a training arc with me in a lot of games. At least it feels like it. Well, just games in general. It's gonna be the arc of me finally getting back into games and like actually trying to be good at them again. Rather than feel like I'm just almost embarrassing myself by how not good I am at them at times. It really does feel like it. Like, there's a lot of times where I feel like, man, why am I struggling with this? I feel like I shouldn't be, but I am. Done 3 places and it's only been a minute. Well, not a minute. Jeez, oh my gosh. Hour 40. Man, it's not like I'm doing bad. Whee! Oh yeah, there's gotta be like some way to really go through the story mode, Powerwash Simulator faster. You make sense of that. I mean, I bet there is. I don't know what the world records are and things like that. I'm not much of a speedrunner, though I have considered doing some of that stuff before. It just wasn't my thing for the longest time, so it was just like, eh. I will say, I feel like it's way more generous than it used to be. And like giving me, the okay, you're good. Like, oh well. Alright, what else is left? Nope. Let's put it over here where it's out of the way. We Soccer ball needed a cleanse. Don't mind it. All we got is this last little bit right here, and we should be good. All I gotta do is just get this last little bit right here in the front, and we shall be good. let's just push this over here for now, and won't be needing anything in that area for the time being. Yeah. Oh. I wasn't done with that nozzle yet. Why did I do that? Why did the game just be like, nope, you're gonna use the red nozzle now, but I'm fine with the yellow one for now. What the heck? Yeah. So yeah, it feels like the yellow one really is just best for general purposes. Well, as long as you're kept up with like everything else. Whee! Oh, give me a second. Nothing the stronger nozzle can't do. The full pressure one. Ah. Tricky, tricky. Those little tricky spots. I'll get ya. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, got the wall. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I do. But yeah, the Japanese question is a serious question. If you guys actually want to watch me try to, study that, because I want to actually try to be like, semi-proficient. I want to like hold conversations and things like that. I feel like that'd be fun. Because I've always wanted to learn a second language. I just never really knew what second language I wanted to learn. And me watching YouTubers kind of ended up making me be like, okay, I should just go with that. Oh, the ones I primarily watch. I mean, I know that's not as big of a deal nowadays. It's like, yeah, I can do that. Bricks, gutter, and window. It's up at the top, isn't it? It's at the top. It totally is. Alright, let's do some parkour. Alright. I don't know how I forgot this, but I in fact did. Spider jump. Spider wash. There we go. Look at me go! Took a while, took a while, took a while. Oh, back on the other side, back there. Okay, and there we go. About that last little bit. Bungalow looks amazing, Doc. Thank you. You won't believe the impact it had. Miles down the woods picking flowers, and Pops is muttering excitedly about another job he's got for you. So, if you hear from Leonard Miller, that'll be him. Do I want to do one more? There's got to be something up with my dirt bike. You see, I'm life's winners. Every morning I put 4 slices of bread in the toaster and only eat the slice that pops up first. When I have coffee, I only drink the bit that wins the race in my mouth. But on this bike, I always finish dead last. Dude's wasting a lot of food. What the heck? You're wasting perfectly good toast, my dude. Wondering if there's mud stuck to the manifest or wherever it is. Slowing me down. I'm also kind of superstitious. Though I haven't cleaned the thing in over 15 years. Thanks. I'm legit wondering how that thing even runs. These jobs seem simple, but they are exceedingly painful before. Yeah, the bike was actually orange. Huh, I would have guessed that. It's oddly bright orange. What the heck? Okay. These tires. There's this. Yeah, it's just. Mm-hmm. Ah, there it is. Just gotta get in these weird little areas. Yeah, why would you not clean a bike for 15 years? If you really like the thing that much, you should wash it at least a little more often than that. You know, maybe every year if you're one, you weren't really like that crazy. But when you take over my car over to the car wash and get it washed and waxed, you know, I did it only a couple months ago. I like my car. It gets really good gas mileage. It's not fast in the world, but man, does it get results on the gas mileage department. Especially when for nonsense like everywhere has gas prices be like, oh my god, the gas prices. I was about to say, I shouldn't knock anything out of the engine. It should be better than that. It's one of those jobs where it's like, you see the percents go real quick, and then it's like, are you sure about that? Oh, right. I'd say this dude's kind of like Octane, but I don't think he does much on this. He's just like, yep. He's more like, yeah, I'll just actually run it. Oh, why did I do an equivalent of Apex? What am I? Oh, that's the fuel tank? Oh, I see it. There we go. There we go. Clean as an egg. You're a legend. Nothing can stop me now. Maybe. Oh. Well, there's this last one here. Clean the playground. Dirt finder. I've got a frankly ridiculous situation on my hands. You see, some of the local children are coming down with a curious and unsightly form of dermatitis and a few fretful Pokemon, putting it down to the condition of recreational facilities. It's all nonsense, of course, but if we could just humor them and give the whole thing a thorough hose down, I'd be most grateful. I wonder if this might be a problem. Hmm. Alright, but that will be it for me today. Next time we play Powerwash Simulator, we will be going through this. I'll consider getting the let's see here. Go to the shop and get this one. It's 900, but see, it's just locked, and I think that's the thing. So it makes this a little more useful. Oh, okay. Some dirt removal, such as graffiti. So, looking at this, I mean, you can kind of see where it gets a little silly, but we will, of course, save this for later. In the meantime, I'll give the talk about a wash while I say see you guys later. Next stream will be maybe a Wednesday, and I will not sure what I want to play. Yeah, I really don't know what I want to play. Anyways, with me spinning the ball around like this, I'm Gotta get ready for work tomorrow. You know how it goes. Always that fun stuff. I'll see you guys next time. I'm not feeling like rap. I need to do a little stuff off screen. I'm gonna put an Apex. Probably gonna try to get back to Bug Fables or Quinoa 2. I actually completely forgot about Quinoa 2. I thought I started that for some reason. Anyways, hopefully I'm better about Twitter. I keep forgetting Twitter's even a thing. I don't. It's one of those things where it's like, it's a social media thing that I'm like, I know a little bit of. Does that count? Anyways. See ya.